Financing sports development requires innovative approaches that go beyond traditional methods. Finance Minister Dr. Marial Dongrin Ater explains these at the ongoing Sports Financing Conference focusing on unlocking the potential of sports in South Sudan.
Financing sports development requires innovative approaches that go beyond traditional methods. To achieve this, the Ministry of Finance and Planning, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, shall work to mobilize resources from the national budget, local and international donors, and private sector partners.
Minister Dongrin proposes the establishment of the National Sports Development Fund that is aimed to raise funds from different stakeholders, including development partners, to support infrastructure projects and improving athletes' training programs.
I propose the establishment of a National Sport Development Fund, tasked with pooling resources from various stakeholders, including corporate sponsorship, diaspora contribution, and international development grants. The fund shall be transparently managed to support infrastructure projects, athlete training programs, and community sport initiatives. The Ministry of Finance and Planning is wholly committed to exploring the provision of targeted tax incentives and other physical interventions to encourage domestic and foreign direct investment in the sector.
South African Ambassador Maulodi Mafue calls on South Sudan's government to increase the budget for the sports ministry to develop the industry, saying that sports has the ability to bring diverse societies together.
We have to support sports. And sports, for some reason, in Africa is not supported by governments, funny enough, in terms of financing. And this is the connector of unity in any country. So I would urge the Minister of Finance to look at possibilities of increasing the budget of the Department of Sports.
The president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation, Luol Deng, says sports can play a key role in youth development that can be an engine for economic growth, job creation and tourism, among others, emphasizing outstanding performance of the national basketball team that has promoted South Sudan's potentials globally.
Sports can play a key role in youth development. It can be an engine for economic growth, job creation, and tourism. It also shapes how we see ourselves and is shaping how the world sees us now. Sports can be our soft power. We take it with a huge pride to represent South Sudan, not only by playing the game of sports, but also about the message that we put out there. Part of nation building is how many people can you bring alongside with you to believe in the vision and what you're trying to create. And I think as a basketball team, we had the opportunity, and we took that opportunity not only to represent South Sudan in Africa, but to become the country in Africa that represents basketball.
IGAD representative addresses the conference calling on South Sudanese youth to love their country, giving an example of the basketball players who returned from developed countries with sports experience, basically to promote South Sudan's sports sector.
The youth who are diaspora-based, who chose to wear the colors of the flag, to inspire young people in their country, I tell them it is very difficult. It is challenging. It is frustrating. But you are doing this for things greater than all of us. You do it for your country. You do it for yourself.
Most of the speakers right here have expressed the significance of supporting the sports industry by mobilizing sufficient resources to encourage young people to advancing their talents, not only in Juba, but also in the States. Abraham Aken, SSBC News, at Central Bank's headquarters, Juba.